And now we turn to the president. President Biden's arrived in the Republic of Ireland, kicking off a 3-day visit there. He left Belfast in Northern Ireland, part of the United Kingdom, today after he met with British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, and he delivered his first remarks of the trip there. The president highlighted the importance of keeping the peace in Northern Ireland 25 years after the so-called Good Friday Agreement was reached, which ended decades of sectarian violence and changed Ireland north and south.
There were no guarantees that the deal on paper would hold. No guarantees that it would be able to deliver the progress we celebrate today. It took long, hard years of work to get to this place.
ABC White House correspondent Karen Travers traveling with the president. She's live in Dublin. Karen, I bet you've got ancestors from that part of the world, don't you?
Definitely do. Same place where Joe Biden has some ancestors on the West Coast, Terry.
and so, given your connection, but also obviously as a reporter, why was it important for the president to go to Belfast, which he did, and give that speech there?
Terry, the White House says the president wanted to underscore the U.S. commitment to Northern Ireland. And a key part of his message is that the last 25 years were about maintaining peace in Northern Ireland, but the next 25 years should be about economic development. And the United States can help Northern Ireland achieve that. It was really striking to hear the president say that he was delivering those remarks today in Ulster University in a glass building, a building that when he visited there in 1991 as a senator probably wouldn't have existed because of the ongoing violence and the regular bombings there. He said it shows that there has been significant progress. But Terry, as you know, this trip comes during a time of very complicated politics in Northern Ireland. The government there is not functioning because of a boycott due to the Democratic Unionist Party, which is aligned with the UK. This is all because of the Brexit issue and the border and trade complications that are still ongoing. The president said today he was there to listen. He was not putting pressure on the parties over this issue. He said he hopes the assembly would return and that all parties would get back to the table, but it was up to them to sort this issue out.
Still a lot of tension there, even after the decades of peace. So this trip for the president comes as the Biden administration tries to contain the fallout from that massive leak of classified Pentagon documents. Has the president said anything about efforts to track down the source? What's the update there?
He has not commented on that issue so far on this trip. Reporters tried to get him to engage on that this morning when he was seated next to the British Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, but he did not comment on this. And White House officials said that the president was not going to bring it up with the British Prime Minister, which was pretty notable. On the agenda for that meeting was the war in Ukraine and Northern Ireland, but not that issue of the leaked documents and how they appeared online. And you're right, this is something that they're trying to contain the fallout, trying to reach out to allies around the world and reassure them about this. We heard from the CIA director, Bill Burns, last night, Terry, who said that this leak was deeply unfortunate and it's something that the U.S. government takes seriously, but very notable that this is such a big headline back in the United States right now, and the president has not commented on it so far on this trip.
All right, we're looking at pictures there of the president in Dublin, a rainy day in Dublin, which is not uncommon. I lived there for a year once, and it was raining a lot. But so yesterday, Karen, you told us how the president plans to trace his family roots. With so many of us in America and around the world do have roots in Ireland. He wants to visit his ancestral hometowns. What's he going to see?
Yeah, this is the fun part of the trips now for the president. He's in County Louth, where the Finnegan side of his family hails from. The president visited Carlingford Castle, which was built back in the 1100s. When he arrived, he said it was incredible. This is where his great-great-grandfather, Owen Finnegan, who was a shoemaker by trade, he emigrated to the United States back in 1849, and the White House says Carlingford Castle would have been the last thing he saw in Ireland before setting sail for the United States. So for the president, he got a guided tour of that. As I say, he said it was incredible. And he was asked some questions about how it felt to be there. He said it felt great. It felt like being home. Terry, he was asked about the weather because, as you say, it's pouring rain here in Ireland. He said, it's great. It's Ireland weather. He couldn't take his helicopter Marine One to take that long trip up to County Louth from Dublin. He had to make the hour-and-a-half motorcade. But right now, he's getting to engage with some people in the little town of Dundalk. That's also where he has has ancestors, getting to walk around. He's expected to make some stops in some local pubs and restaurants, shake some hands, and the people there are supposed to be very, very excited for a visit from an American president.
I'll bet he'll raise a pint or two, hopefully. Karen Travers, you should too. Thanks very much.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.